You wake up one morning and realize something's changed. The way people look at you, the way women respond, the way life moves around you. You're older now, maybe in your 40s, maybe 50s, and suddenly things that used to work don't anymore. You speak, but the reaction isn't the same. You try to connect, but it doesn't land. You wonder what changed. The truth is, nothing external did. What changed is perception, and perception shapes reality. You've entered a new stage of life, one that demands presence, not performance. At this age, trying to appear young only highlights that you're not. What once looked confident now looks insecure. What once felt natural now feels forced. But this isn't a curse. It's a test. A test of whether you can evolve from charm to character, from impulse to insight, from needing to impress to simply being impressive. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote that time is a river, and you can't step into the same water twice. The man you were at 20 is gone. The man you are now must learn how to live with wisdom instead of chasing validation. The first mistake most men make as they age is pretending they haven't. They cling to youth like it's a trophy. They copy trends meant for boys. They talk, dress, and act like someone still trying to prove he's relevant. But nothing is more powerful than authenticity. When you accept your age, you project quiet confidence. When you fake youth, you broadcast insecurity. Women, people, everyone can feel that difference instantly. True attraction comes from comfort within yourself, not an act you perform for others. When you stop chasing what you were and start owning what you are, the world starts respecting you again. The second mistake is chasing validation from much younger women, not out of genuine connection, but out of ego. There's nothing wrong with attraction, but desperation is what kills your energy. When you ignore women your age, when you can't read disinterest, when you keep pursuing someone who clearly isn't reciprocating, it's not persistence, it's self-deception. You're trying to fill a void that no amount of attention can fix. A Stoic man knows when to pursue and when to let go. He reads the moment. He knows when silence is the right response, and he never begs for what should flow naturally. Attraction built on imbalance will never last. The third trap is letting status or money become your identity. You've built success, you've earned wealth, and you're proud of it. But when you start leading with it, when every interaction revolves around what you own rather than who you are, people feel the emptiness behind it. Wealth can open doors, but character keeps them open. Women aren't drawn to your car or your watch. They're drawn to how you carry yourself, to the way you speak, to the energy that says, I've seen enough of life to not need validation anymore. You don't have to flaunt value when you already embody it. The fourth, and perhaps most fatal mistake, is lack of self-awareness. Too many men live in denial. They believe they're still that young, charming version of themselves, while neglecting their body, their mind, their presence. You can't expect respect if you've stopped respecting yourself. Fitness, grooming, learning, emotional discipline. These are not luxuries, they're requirements. You don't stop maintaining yourself because you've aged. You double down. The Stoics practiced daily self-examination. Seneca said, "Every night I examine my entire day and measure what I've done wrong." You do the same. You look in the mirror and ask, am I the kind of man I would respect? If not, you fix it. No excuses, no self-pity, no pretending. Because every man who refuses to evolve becomes bitter, and bitterness is the true face of creepiness. Not age, not wrinkles, but resentment toward a world that moved on while you stood still. The attractive older man doesn't chase youth. He radiates peace. He's present, composed, grounded. His power isn't in his hairline or his muscles, it's in his calm. He can walk into a room and draw attention without saying a word, because his presence says, I know who I am. That's what women find magnetic. That's what men admire. And that's what age, embraced with dignity, can give you. If you want to age like a Stoic, start here. 1. Accept your reality. You can't change the number, but you can change the meaning. 2. Refine your appearance. Dress like a man who respects himself. 3. Develop your mind. Read, learn, listen more than you speak. 4. Build emotional intelligence. Control your reactions, not others. 5. Let go of needing to impress. Be the kind of man whose peace is his power. Every wrinkle, every scar, every lesson becomes part of your armor. You're not becoming less attractive. You're becoming more real. When you reach that level, you stop chasing validation. You start attracting respect. And that's when life gets interesting again. Marcus Aurelius became more admired with age because he focused on virtue over vanity. You can do the same. Stop fighting time. Start mastering it. The clock isn't your enemy. It's your reminder that life is short, so spend it becoming someone whose presence speaks louder than words. This is the Stoic flame. If you're ready to rise above ego, embrace wisdom, and master the art of aging with dignity, stay with us. Because the fire doesn't fade with age, it burns brighter when it's forged through experience.